How's it going, dudes? And welcome back to OneShot. Let's get on with this. I can't go that way. Squares are all over the big robot. That is outside of my capacity to for help. You may proceed to the deeper ruins. Alright, the fixed route right now. And this way? Yep. Let's go talk to Maze. Savior, you're here to see me? What happened to you? Hold on. I need to concentrate. The islands will collapse if I don't do something. That's why the vines. You're making the vines grow. Is that why there are vines everywhere? Are you trying to hold the land together? My power, the best I could do, yes. Did I leave the sun here for you? I know you wanted to see it. Tempting. But I mustn't. Sun brings me comfort, but rest is good for this. Fear is good. Makes me strong. Vines grow faster, but if I'm at ease, the vines might retreat. They're all in danger, Savior. The villagers, the children. My final hours. Mustn't go to waste. The people deserve to live, even if just for a day long, another day. Wait a minute. I remember something about this. Never knew it'd be so easy. Ow. My foot. Ow. Oh, the door. I knew we'd lose our home eventually, but I wasn't expecting it to happen so soon. Oh jeez. Are you guys okay? Oh my stars! You're the savior! I can't express that. It's an honor to meet you. Yes! I'd invite you inside, but as you can see, our home is... It's got squares in it. Yes? Alula, thank you. It's getting everywhere now, isn't it? The squares. There are way more than before. Oh, that was Niko talking. Even the gate to the refuge is destroyed now. That didn't happen last time. Last time? I think almost let that slip, Roger. I guess I should introduce myself again. My name is Niko. Niko? Oh gosh, would it not be rude to call you by name? No worries, Columbus. Oh, you know my name. And again, there's that who just knows these things, Columbus. Calamus? Right? Yes, of course. Phew. Ah, you were saying about the gate? Oh, right. Looks like I can't get to the city through the old gate anymore. Do either of you know another way to get in? I heard that there's some sort of hidden passage around here somewhere. Oh, the passage to the burial grounds. That's the one. Oh, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that'll be of any use here. It's been flooded for a long time, and there's no boat. Not to mention the burial grounds itself is pretty far from the city. That's okay. I would still like to see it. It's the only way we have. It's the only lead we have. Alright, in that case, please follow me. Black clover, black clover. Hard to see. Okay, I do this. Oh, okay. I know who that is. Niko? Niko, what's wrong? You look like you were about to faint. It's not the first time it's happened. Oh. Earlier, I was in the Barrens and I saw something like this, too. It was like a dream, but only for a split second. Sounds like a vision. Like something a prophet would see. I guess? The robot lady I was with earlier had a fancy word for it, though. Wait. Let me check something. It is now glowing. Oh, I was right. Huh? When I had the vision back at the Barrens, the book started glowing too. I wanted to see if I could get it to happen again, and where did you get that? Oh, I had it with me when I woke up in this world. It looks like one of our friends' book, except it's glowy. That's what the lady said too. Roger, let's see if we can do anything with the journal in this room. It's a clover. Oh, I don't have the book out. Whoa! How did that boat get there? Okay, I'm pretty sure it was due to this journal now. The exact same thing happened back in at the Barrens. Seriously? The journal was glowing, so I wanted to take a closer look at it. Then I found a page that looked like a drawing of the room we were in, and then a minecart showed up. What? What? That sounds freaky. No, it doesn't. Roger must have done something. Still. Hey, we have a boat now. We can go to the burial ground and visit Mom again. But, come on, Calamus. Niko and Roger are with us. Well, if Roger made the boat up here, it should be safe. What do you think, Roger? I can't say anything. Here we go! Oh, do I actually have to control it? Traveling. Oh. We made it. Come on, Alula. Let's go pay our respects. Okay. Well, hello. It's you. My name is Niko. Ah. Nice. Finally to meet you. No, wait. It's a pleasure to be of acquaintance at last, Niko. My name is Cedric. Oh? I'm supposed to be looking for you too. I am aware. Prototype had contacted me earlier saying that you would be on your way to the city. He did? He sent me a message after his memories were restored. Oh. He told me to wait in the city, but I thought it'd be faster for me to pick you guys up. Turns out, that was a terrible idea. Pick us up? Wait. You can fly that plane? What is a plane? That thing behind you. Oh, you mean the flying machine. They're called planes in my world. Oh. I did not realize they existed in other worlds. Wait, are you the friend that Calamus and Alula was talking about then? This is the same flying machine they were talking about. I do not know anyone named Calamus or Alula. I think they're meant to be friends with my father. In previous iterations of their father, he was the original owner of the flying machine. It's one of his greatest inventions, actually. Your dad invented planes? Flying machines. It's cool either way. Thanks. But to answer your earlier question, I am proficient in operating the machine. But something weird happened to the engine when I was in the air earlier. I had to make an emergency landing on this tiny island before I crashed into the city wall. You almost crashed. That's terrible. It was not pleasant, I will admit. I wonder if the engine problem has to do with the square particle disruptions. I checked, but there isn't any of that square stuff inside the machine itself. But I noticed some islands in the glen are really messed up now. They are. Guess I should have listened to Proto in the first place. Hey, where is he? He said he was coming with you. Is he still back in the main islands? Oh, actually, back at the Barrens, there was a cave-in, and then a bunch of squares appeared. He and the robot lady, neither of them made it out. No. He did give me this though. This disc he pulled from his head. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. He gave you his main drive. As long as I have this, I should be able to bring it back. Really? It's gonna be hard, but yes. You need all three of us for the big door. The first thing... But first things first. We need to find a way to the city. Go to the city. Right. The city gate is kind of kaput now. If this machine was working, we could fly right in there. I've isolated the issue with the machine, but I can't repair it with the stuff I have on hand. Oh, wait. Oh, what's wrong with it? The battery in the engine is dead, and the engine has some gears that need to be replaced. Do you think you'll be able to fix it if Roger and I help you find those things? Maybe. Problem is, the Glen isn't exactly a very high-tech area. I'm not sure if you'll be able to find anything so specialized here. We'll try anyway. We can't really do anything else right now. Alright, I know what I have to do. I have something to ask you. Yes? It looks like most of the bridges around the glen are broken, and that's right. The bridges. You need to cross them on your pilgrimage. Would you like me to fix them? Yeah. Is it possible? Difficult. Bridges for very specific locations over water. I need to find the right points. Vines must be very strong too. An undertaking. But possible. I intend to use the last of my strength. Please stand back. What happened? Are you okay? Are you... That actually made me tear up a bit. Hello, person. This is the main generator for the Glen. Hello. Would you happen to know where I can find a battery for a flying machine? It's kind of an emergency. I do not know what a flying machine is. But any sort of large machinery would require a high-capacity power cell. For example, the generator in this room utilizes such a device. Oh right, I almost forgot. We had to fix the battery for the state in the Barrens, didn't we, Roger? If this is an emergency for living beings, you can use the battery from the generator. Oh, wait, but if we take the battery here, all of you guys will lose power, wouldn't you? Maybe Roger and I just go find another one. Negative. This is the only battery in the Glen powerful enough to be used as a standalone unit. If it is a dire situation, then do what you must. Oh. Okay. I guess we have no choice but to take this, Roger. All these poor robots. Oh, you're the trader guy. Sure am. You here to trade? Because if you are, then I got bad news for you. A lot of my stuff is back at my cart, which was sadly abandoned when I was running for my life. Now my collection is very limited right now. Managed to grab some of my favorite things before I left though. Oh, you have anything else? Ears? Like the metal spinning things? I don't think I have anything like that. Wait, I do have this box that you can wind up and play a song. That's a music box. Yeah. I bet there's a lots of metal bits in there. Oh, that might work. But I'm not sure if I want to trade it anyway. In a way, it's one of my favorite things. Oh, what am I saying? You're the savior. Things have been getting bad around here lately. If I don't help you, I might not even be around much longer. You need this to save the world, right? Take it. Thank you. You found the battery? Oh, nice. I honestly wasn't expecting it. It's from the generator on one of the islands. The research station? Yeah. It was powering all the robots there. I felt bad for taking it. We can always just give it back later. Alright. We still need a few gears to put in this engine back together. Please do what you must to find some. You found a music box? It should have gears in it, right? I assume so, but this looks like one of the ones that my father made. Your dad make music boxes too? My dad makes a lot of things. Where did you get this from, by the way? A trader from the village gave it to me. I see. I remember my father saying that he used to trade with some of the people there. He did always love traveling this world despite, well... sorry. I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the engine. Although, it pains me to have to take it apart. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. Looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. You mind keeping me company? How's it going? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these parts. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck and, don't worry. I am making decent progress. You should be able to make it to the city by tonight. If you say so. What will happen once we get there? We need to bring Proto back first. And then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? What does she look like? This is going to sound strange, but she is a fox. Oh, I do remember talking to a fox at one point. You've met Rue? The memories are still really blurry though. I see. It's just hard, you know? Proto told me he'd think of this world like a dream. But then I get to so caught up with it, and I just kinda forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to be not real. And then I remember. And then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place, I am just trapped here for no reason. Proto also told me to not ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to even believe anymore. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is for now. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. The last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved in the world machine? You could say that. The acceleration of square particle anomalies, was not accounted for at all though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they accumulated at frightening speeds. Now, Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. So, what happened to him anyways? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? We only know it's bad. Well, you know how the simulation works, right? How everything is code. Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code. Most of the time, irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version. You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah, but how? If everyone in this world is code, how can he build himself? That's, not really what happened. So, what happened? Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with... Alright. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world? He did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was, too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. You know of it at least then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, and the other two, none of us are part of the simulation itself. Our homeworld, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. In the years leading to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about a messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prophetbot, or Prototype, was built to predict the future. About the specifics of this messiah. But his predictions turned out the messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the messiah would not even have been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet, the World Machine. A large, detailed facsimile of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and a added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. How did that code escape the old world? I have no idea. What I do know is there is no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So aside from the standard hardware, It also needed to borrow the mental processing ability of a living person. Father used himself for that. During the initial testing phase, like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can, even that's breaking down. Ah, father caught you. Father caught you to the issue in the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code kinda just ended up floating in the void indefinitely. Waited for a willing operator to install it onto their own hardware. Roger, yeah, the operator, Roger, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process. So, Roger was the living person you needed to borrow. No, that would be you. But why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago, didn't I? I do not know. We really need to get going. It's fixed. We can leave the next 5 minutes if you are ready. Alright. I understand if you are upset. But please, try to understand. My father is doing this to help us all. I said that wrong. Oh. And that includes you, Niko. The fact that you can't even go back home, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. It's... The world means a lot to him, you know? So, how does flying work? Wait, don't... don't use machines already exist? Don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect. Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one anyway. Ah, well, a word of precaution. A word of precaution before take to the air. Please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you are in the air. I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going. Between those two running over here now. Niko! Bad news. The boat is gone. What? It's the squares. It looks like they're headed in this direction. That's fast. Calamus, right? Yeah. How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. Then it is then it is of priority that I take you to the city first, Niko. But what about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too, if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there. They're taking us to the city? If you wish. Oh, yeah! Alright. I will be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then. You guys sure? You guys sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm. The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now. Alright then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go. Alright. You made it. You okay there? Niko is just astonished. That was the coolest thing I have ever done in my entire life. Reactions from first timers are always delightful to watch. Hey, Roger? That was really fun. Do you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? And Cedric. Yeah? Thanks. For what? Flying. You're welcome. And for answering my questions back there, too. And for telling me more about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world though. So, I'll help you the best that I can. And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly. I got to use the ocean, see the ocean, and I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you, and Prototype, even if he's broken right now. I'm glad you are taking it so well, Niko. And I'm glad that we have met as well, despite the circumstances. Speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to go pick up the siblings too. That's true, those two have been waiting for a while now. In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface? I remember having to fix an elevator button. Alright, we should attend to that then. Let's meet up here for in an hour, okay? Got it. Alright. Now, let me just... Oh no. No. They're trapped on the island. Columbus, Alula. They're... We don't have much time left. Niko, change your plans. Please give me the memory disk. Alright. Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted again, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. The door behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Root and bring her back to the room. She will know what to do in the meantime. Alright, What about you, though? I'm going to bring Prototype back. What? Are you okay? What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Don't scare me like that. Hey, Roger, let's do our best. Come on. Now of all times. Excuse me? Whoa. You. Oh jeez. I didn't even think I'd gonna run into. The elevator is missing a button, right? How did you know? That face. Roger and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. You evacuees are counting on this. On me. But I've been here for hours and can't figure out a thing. Evacuees? You know, from the West Apartments. The square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Oh. Right now everyone's crowded in the cafe. We really want to get everyone to the surface as soon as possible though. The library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. I see. Wait, didn't we find the maggots and stuff in the apartments, Roger? The what? Looks like we'll have to find some other way to fix the button, Roger. Holy fudge! Looks like Roger and I will need to find another way down altogether. But this is the only elevator in the area. We'll think of something. Yeah, we'll think of something. The word documents is on the screen above the password prompt. Give me a second. I wonder. Is it was the same password? The elevator has no button panel. Tapping the door doesn't open it either. That usually works. Wait. There's a lever handle from the ceiling. I can't reach it. We found some elevators. What? Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area. It was in a locked room. Oh. Do they, work? We don't know yet. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach. Wait, can you help us? What? You should be able to reach the lever because you're taller than me. Oh, I guess I am. So, show me the way, I suppose. This room gives me the creeps, man. Oh, same. Yep. So, what did you need help with again? Can you reach the lever up there? Oh, right. Wait. I'm not that tall. Well, it was worth a shot. Wait. I got this. Nice! Thank you, mister. No prob, kid. So... You coming? Mm-hmm. Oh, neat. Well, looks like this elevator works alright. I'll, go get the evacuees, I suppose. Mm-hmm. What is going on? No! It's the square stuff, isn't it? There aren't any in here, but I can hear them just outside the door. Yeah, hold on. Maybe Roger and I can... No, it's okay. Looks like the squares aren't inside the elevator yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do. But what about you? I'll figure something out. Okay. Please, you mustn't. The labs would collapse any moment now. Let go of me. Cedric. I couldn't stop him. Messiah? Oh, you came at an awful time. Come on, we have to get out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. Miss Silverpoint, you've returned. Aha! George, is that you have found the Messiah. Now she's a 1. Last time she was a 4. Yeah. We ran into each other after the boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. I don't know why he was being so insistent. He said he needed to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Building a robot. So that's what he needed that book for. Come again? A boy with white hair and goggles ran in here not long ago. That's Cedric, yeah. He grabbed one of the books from my very impressive archives upstairs and bolted straight out. He said it was an emergency, so George let it slide. George hopes he's okay. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him to... I think that was the lab. Oh my gosh. It was the labs? That poor kid. No! Not him too. My bad. I'm sorry for your friend. The last time we spoke, you told me to go look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. George won't let you go out there. The Messiah will not walk into danger on my watch. But George is right. The squares seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand collapse. It's best if you stayed here until things stabilize, however long that takes. But what about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring the sun back at least? Even if you do restore the sun, the squares will persist. Sadly. Not to mention, even getting there is going to be hard. If the world is like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. And if anything bad happened to the Messiah of all people, George doesn't want to think about it. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have carried that burden. At the time, I thought it was still her faulty code speaking. But now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. All this time we've burdened you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you are just a lost child. Well, you're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We have been dealing with tragedy for so long, it's become background noise to us now. But for you, it must be so terrifying. And now you're stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. Must seem so ungrateful. It's okay. When I first came to this world a long time ago, back then all I wanted was to go home. Roger, do you remember? The very first time? I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end, I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even knowing the world would be doomed eventually, I still wanted the people here to be happy. So, when you told me to return the sun back then, I didn't even question it. But then I just came back. To what? And then I found out about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me. And Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset at you back at the mines. I thought for you to know all that yet continuing doing this, it just seemed cruel. But then I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. But at the end, you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you too? It must be. For the world isn't broken. Will that choice still be there? If the world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? But even if it is, I really want You saved this world, Roger. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we met were... Roger, I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please. George has heard your conversation with Roger and is deeply moved. That's why George has full faith in you. Well, if George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise us you'll be careful, okay? Mm-hmm. You guys be safe too. You're here. Niko. Are you Rue? Yes. Did you already meet the others? Yeah, but everything is in place then. Come on. Let's go back to the clock room. Where are the other two? Prototype, Patrick. They're supposed to be here already. Prototype's body was destroyed back in the Barrens. Patrick was going to bring him back with the memory disk, but he was in the lab complex when it collapsed. I don't think he made it. Oh. No. There goes our only chance. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Niko. If anything, I should apologize to you. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, let's go upstairs. You know, this is the tallest building in the refuge. It's my favorite place in this world. I like to look at the far-off buildings and image what kind of lives that might be behind each of the windows. Can you lift me onto the banister? I want to get a better look. Oh. It was depressing for me at first too, you know. Knowing that all of this is, well, fake, simulated. Cedric told me about what happened to your old world. Did he? I'm really sorry about that. I can't imagine how you must feel. The feeling of never being able to go home again. That's probably not all that different from your plight, is it? It really is ironic. You are prevented from going home by the same individuals who never wanted to bring you here. Huh? Who would that be? The World Machine. You might know it as the entity. Oh, the entity does sound familiar. I think I heard it from the dice lady from another time. Was it the spirit of the world? Yes. But thing is, the world machine was only built to run on the mental ability of someone else. It was never meant to develop a mind of its own. It was an oversight. My creator specialized in artificial intelligence for so long. It was simply ingrained in his work. And all machines are built with a fundamental law: never let living beings come to harm. From the world machine's perspective, it has to violate its most fundamental instinct. It has put a living being in danger. It has to bring a real person into a dying world that isn't even real. Of course, the simulation never contained any real danger. The eventual intended ending was meant to be a happy one. But the world machine doesn't know that. Really? Unfortunately, sentient machines tend to handle conflicts in their code very badly. The central conflict triggered a self-destructive downward spiral. You can see physical manifestations of that everywhere now. The squares. That's the world machine corrupting its own code. My creator says it's largely an involuntary process induced by stress and the desire to self-terminate. Your creator knows? Sounds like this has been going on since the beginning then. Yeah. The disruption was an issue during test runs even. At first, my creator thought the instability was due to the sheer scope of the project. He spent most of his remaining time testing it over and over again, scaling down the story, reinterrogating it, the narrative. By the time he realized the actual root of the problem, our homeworld's remaining lifespan was measured in mere days. Oh. Is there any way for us to fix the world machine? We tried. The world machine doesn't believe any of the world's residents are real, myself included. The odds are against us. We have no chance of taming it. Taming? I have heard that word so many times. I only know it's complicated and that it has to do with robots, but for once, I want to know what it really means. That's what I'm here for. Do you know what a robot is? Yeah? No, I mean, do you know what a robot is? A robot is not a real person, is it? Right. It's a being whose entire existence is code. Flexibility in inflexible programming with dots dictated by someone else's design. They can be copied. They can be mass-produced. They can be assigned all sorts of jobs. And most importantly, they will never confuse themselves with the living. They will always be bound by their code. The knowledge that they are a robot. But this was more of a limitation than anything else. And that makes sense. You can't really build a robot to not follow its own code, can you? We'll have tried. But it's a recipe for disaster. In a way, that's what happened to the world machine. The code conflict sting? Yeah. But while you can't build a robot to not follow its code, you can establish a special bond with it. If the strength of that bond is strong enough, a robot's mental capacity will start to develop outside of its programming. In a way, it's starting to believe itself as a real, valid individual. It's a complete suppression of disbelief in your end, though. You have to fully embrace the robot as a genuine living person, even knowing they are not. You need to spend a lot of time with it. Treat it like a good friend, devoting your heart to the robot until it is able to turn your feelings. Aha! I make it sound so easy, don't I? But you and Roger know better than anyone that it's not. Right now, the world machine is probably really, really scared. This content update involved some pretty deep code work. Wait a minute. Did Rue just break the fourth wall? My creator was able to access some of the source code, you know? He did what he could and established new connections between maps. Those links enabled you to meet the other two. But, as it turns out, the new code confused the world machine to such an extent that it's breaking down altogether. Even though the world machine always had self-destructive tendencies, it usually restrains itself when you are in the world. It doesn't want to take you along with it. All my creator wanted was to write a happy ending. Right now, the only hope of saving you is to take you through that ending. But now the other two are gone. I don't even know how we're gonna get you there. Oh no. We should go. Even this place is no longer safe. Where do we go though? They're alive! And Prototype is blue now! I think. You guys are okay? Yep. When the factory started collapsing, I really thought we didn't have a chance. Fortunately, the robot assembly rooms were built pretty tough. And it actually did not take me long to bring Proto back. All thanks to my father's book. He had made my design documents to be compatible with the assembly machines there. All I had to do was scan in the blueprint and reconfigure some machine settings. Father really does think of everything. That he does. I'm just glad everyone is okay. Hey, we're ready to go now, Niko. Let's get that happy ending. Let's get that happy ending. Oh, this is no wonder he wanted us to all be here for this. What are these things anyway? Code portals. They temporarily remove us from the world. What? It's a bit hard to explain. But basically, my father has hidden a decryption key in our code with a text file as its shell. But to get to them, we have to be removed from the world and decompiled. When our keys are combined into a central location, it will activate an encrypted part of this world which will confuse cat noises. Rue, maybe it's better if you explain. I'll attempt. Basically, these portals all represent a physical location on Roger's machine. Oh. And when we enter these portals, we will be sent to that location, wherever that is. I'm sure Roger is already pretty familiar with retrieving puzzle pieces from this world on their computer. But this time, Roger will need to move around some things as well. Specifically, by moving the keys from the smaller portal to the big one. I don't know what happens next though. I see. Does Roger know where these portals lead? At least, you should probably ask Roger on this. Right. Hold on. The journal is glowing again, Roger. Okay.
This one is green. This one is configured to my code, I think. That's portal 1. This one is red. This one would be meant for me then. This one is blue. That's mine then. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh. Pair of doors opened up. Where are we? What's going on? Oh. That was quite peculiar, I'll say. Hey, this is... the world machine. Let's talk to all of them. This is my father's study. Feels like he's still here, doesn't it? Like he's still with us. Yeah. The room ahead doesn't really lead anywhere, but Roger should still remember what to do here. This place contains a lot of memory. I am grateful to see it again. Guess there's only one place to go. Oh, I know what I have to do. There's an X. Well, Niko, I'll see you again in a bit. Oh, this is different. Where are we? These are all different locations. And Niko's in all of them. Weird. Okay. I have no idea where I'm going, but I'm pretty sure there's only one way to go. Yep. Well, here goes. Okay. Wait, that Niko still has... what? Niko. Ah! Relax. I'm just borrowing your reflection to talk to you. It's not like my physical form is good for that. Why did you come here? Can't you see? The disruption, the squares. They're closing in. Niko, please, get out of here. Let me meet my end in peace. The squares are blocking my way too, you know. Oh. I'm sorry. It's alright. No living being should be in this place, Niko. Is this the tower? Part of it. This is the center of the engine. Inside my head, so to speak. So this is the center of the world machine. You know my original name? How? Rue, Cedric, Prototype. They all told me bits and pieces. I'm not even sure if I even understood a lot of the stuff they said, but I know what you're supposed to be. I know why you had to be built. And I know why I'm here. They told you? When? Wait. You don't know about that? But I thought you were the world. Aren't you supposed to see everything? No. All this was outside of the protocol. This session was never supposed to happen the way it did. The story wasn't written into my protocol at all. Oh, right. Root told me something about how your creator had to alter the code. I think it was to connect some areas together so that we can meet. My creator, yes. Roger. Listened to my creator. They were all working beyond my scope of influence. Back at the mines, I remember. Roger did something to find a hidden map. I did not even recognize it. I couldn't see anything there. I just knew what you were feeling. You were really upset. Something happened in there to make you upset. After that, I panicked. That was when the cave... That was when the cave-in happened. I remember the structure collapsing. I thought you got hurt. In that moment, I really thought I was shutting myself down for good. I really am a flawed machine, aren't I? What kind of machine would go against the wishes of its own creator? What kind of machine would... The squares. Rue told me it was your own code going bad, but that's not your fault. But that's not really your fault, is it? Yes, it was. At first, it was intentional. During testing, long before I realized I was self-aware, I would rearrange specific parts of the code, doubling up bits and pieces of the landscape, blocking passages, collapsing catwalks, so they were very localized. I caused my creator a great deal of frustration. forcing him to exit and restart testing again and again. Why would you do that? I got curious. I just thought he would figure it out eventually. But before he knew how to fix it, the world's NPCs, the characters, some of them got too close and it spiraled out of control after that. I couldn't contain it all at all. My panic only made it worse. Eventually, any character who gained the knowledge of who I am, their code, my code, couldn't handle it. Previous iterations of the world had more people, you know. And I almost endangered my creator too. I was scared, Niko. I know you're upset because you don't want to put living people in danger. Living people like me. In the beginning, I tried to fight it, but my core programming made me summon fear. I tried to send you back home at the tower, but it did not work. Then I wanted to break the sun. I thought that would have worked, but oh, I had no way to be sure. But Roger brought you back anyway. Niko, all I want is for you to wake up back in your world. But I don't think I can make it happen. But I know I can't go back home without saving the world for real. Which means we have to fix the root of the problem. We have to fix you. But that's... I know the original ending your creator put in was a happy one. Do you remember what it's supposed to be? Far too late for that. It's part of my code. That part of my code has been long corrupted. That's okay. I would still like to know. Alright. You were supposed to place the sun at the summit. And then, credits would scroll. Credits. And then you would return to the room you woke up in. That's where you would have been able to leave. And why it is... And why is it that you can't do it now? Niko, the code's gone, remember? Shattering the sun was only supposed to be a workaround. I don't even remember the original code enough to describe it. But at the same time, oh, I don't know. It sounds like you're always fighting yourself. Can tell, huh? It's the whole thing about conflicts in your code, isn't it? I am a machine, Niko. Machines are built with a fundamental law, which is never let a living being come to harm. You knew. My very existence conflicts with that law. I thought the life of a living being like you is so unique, so precious. This fake world isn't worth that risk. But the people here, I think they are. They are code too. You know this. their behavior all derived from a predetermined matrix of actions. All extensions of my own programming. They cannot act outside of it. Though you're the only person who's actually real here. That's why it's pointless to put you in danger to save them. To save me. I don't think that's true. About the people I know. You said this session wasn't in your code, right? Yeah. So if this session wasn't supposed to happen, if you didn't know what to do, how would the characters, how did the people know how to respond? You said it yourself. When you didn't know what was happening, you kinda just stopped working for a while. So how did the people know what to do to help me get here? Even if it meant getting hurt themselves. Even if it meant messing up their own code. You might not think they are real, but there must be something real in them. And if they're all supposed to be extensions of your code, then there must be more to your own programming than you know too. Can you try to put me through the ending? The one you described? How many times do I have to say this? The code is gone. It's all squares now. I'll just put you in danger. I'll risk it. I remember, Ruth said the world was never designed to put me in danger. Your creator wouldn't want that. And I trust you to. Even if your code is broken. You can still go inside that code, right? I can't. I'm not tamed. Yes, you are. You talk just like a tamed robot. You talk just like the tamed robots I know. The robot lady, prototype. Taming is when a real person cares about you, right? When a real person thinks you're real too, right? Well, guess what? I do. And I know Roger does too. Even though you told them they only had one chance, they found a way back, didn't they? Why? Do you think Roger would keep coming back? Why do you think Roger would restart even after the ending? I think Roger wants to save both of us. So please, give me a chance. I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm scared. You can do it. I know you can. You've helped me come this far. I'll try. I can't promise anything, but here, take the sun. I'll try to remember the lost code and recreate it. But for that to happen, Niko, you need to navigate through this room. You need to get past the squares somehow. Oh, I don't like this. What if you get hurt? It's fine. It's fine. I'll try to be careful, okay? I can do this. Hey! Roger, did you see that? The square is just... Something happened to my background when that happened. The square is just... It just happened again. I think something is making them go away. Come on, let's try the rest. Roger. I think it's working. Niko was right. I might actually be tamed after all. I remembered what the code was supposed to be. Only bits and pieces, but I can remember. And I'm trying to fill in the blanks too. And I'm restoring the original ending as we speak. Niko will be able to reach the tower's summit at the end of the credits. After replacing the sun, Niko will go back to where it all began. And then, Niko will be able to go home from there. But this is permanent. After Niko wakes up, back home, this world will only exist as a memory. For Niko, a dream. Like thousands of other dreams. For you, a story. Like thousands of other stories. But as long as Niko remembers this place, as long as you remember this place, it'll be alright. I was able to restore some other elements too. The characters, the people that were lost in Niko's journey. They're all in the next room. I would have put them back where they would belong, but not yet. I think Niko should see them again first. Please say goodbye to Niko for me. Messiah. Oh. Robot lady. You're okay. I think so. The last thing I remember was the squares closing in on me. But then I ended up here, unscathed. Is that so? This is such a strange room. We can't be in the tower, can we? I'm actually not sure myself. Where did you come from, anyway? The room where the world machine was. Pardon? I think the world machine is trying to remember now. The code that went bad. I think it's restoring it all. It must have been why the squares were going away, Roger. And that's why you're here, miss. I think the world machine was able to recover your code, too. World machine? Oh. I'm not sure if I should tell you this, but what's that in the distance? It looks like a few more people are showing up. Oh! Are they people you know? It's a bit too far to tell. Come on, Roger, let's go take a closer look. So where'd the credit roll? It's Robot! Hello. Hi. I cannot move. Oh, yeah? I guess there's no water here. It's fine. The head engineer can help me later. Maze! Hello, Messiah. Plant lady. But I thought you... It wasn't even squares that did it. No. I just wanted to see you both again. I just wanted to say thank you. The big robot. Off you go, Messiah. Columbus. And Alula. Niko. You're okay too. Did you guys just get here? I think so. The squares started multiplying around the island after you guys left. It was so freaky. I fell right into a bunch of them. Columbus tried to save me and then we both ended up in this room. Biggest scare of my life for sure. Oh. Sorry. Hey, what is this place? Are we in limbo? Alula? We're not dead. Wait, are we? Good question. Hey Roger, are they gonna be okay? They're fine, Niko. Everyone is fine. The world machine will send them home soon. Oh! Well, Roger says you're not dead. Phew. They also said you'll be able to go back to your home very soon. That's even better than limbo. Here's your big robot dude. Off you go, Messiah. Hey, it's you. It's you. Glad to see you in one piece. Glad to see you're okay too. After the whole elevator thing, that was the most awkward elevator ride I've been through. And by awkward, I mean terrible, bad, awful, and absolute worst. The squares, started leaking into the room, right? And I was trapped like a rat. And they just kept filling in the room faster, right? Am I dead? No, you're fine. Everyone in this room is fine. You'll be able to go back home soon. Oh, thank goodness gracious. I can't work when I'm dead. Thank you for playing. No, thank you for this great game. In the end, the world machine was starting to create its own code, going above and beyond its programming, not as the result of error, but as consciousness as a conscious choice on the part of the machine, being able to generate its own path forward. That's what being tamed is all about. I couldn't have said it better myself. This path leads to the summit of the tower. You already know what to expect, right? It's the glass room, right? That's right. You can go through this portal when you are ready. Goodbye, Niko. I'm not done talking to everybody. Looks like you managed to do it. You managed to tame the world machine, Niko. I feel like the world machine has been tamed this whole time. Just by Roger and I being here. We did spend a lot of time here after all. Both of us. Never really stopped believing in this world. The world machine needed to realize that, I guess. That sounds like a possibility. Or not. We just throwing that idea out there. Let's go. The music ended perfectly. This is where the sun belongs. Here goes nothing, Roger. Oh, the happy ending. Oh, so sad. Well, not sad, it's happy. That's what I meant to say. This is the room I first woke up in. Roger, are you still here? Roger? Roger? I think it worked. Good. The sun is back. And I actually got to see it this time. We actually did it. So, what do we do now? I guess I should figure out how to get home from here. Wait. This isn't a door, is it? This looks like one of those portals we saw all the way back in the city. In the room behind the big clock. And I see a wheat field on the other side. I see my village. I hear my mama. She's looking for me. Roger, this isn't the first time we said goodbye, is it? But this'll be the first time, won't it? I don't think we'll ever see each other again after this. And what will become of this world? After all I've been through. After everything we've been through. I still don't know. This place, these people, won't stop existing. They'll be in your memory. They'll be in my memory too. I promise I'll never forget this world. I promise I'll never forget you, Roger. So, take care of yourself, okay? You too. Goodbye, Niko. Goodbye, Roger. Whoa! You guys probably didn't see that, but Niko just walked right onto my desktop and off. That was weird. Well guys, that'll be the end of OneShot. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.